Will you be getting the remaster, remake, reboot of Horizon Zero Dawn?
No, because I already have it on PC, so fuck
Yeah.
that.
Let's talk about Sony, and let's talk about Horizon Zero Dawn, not Forbidden West. Forbidden West is the newest one. Horizon Zero Dawn. You like Horizon Zero Dawn, don't you, Nick? I think you were the one before I finally played it on PC. You said it was a cool game. You enjoyed it, right?
Yeah, I love the game. I actually platinumed it, and then it decided that the platinum no longer applied when they added new content. So, yeah, I'm very conflicted on the game. No, it's a fantastic game. I love it. I love every inch of it. I want to play Forbidden West really badly, but as of right now, I don't have a PlayStation 5, so that's not happening.
Well, I mean, totally. This is not the story I was going with, but in you saying that, you'll be happy to hear. I didn't do a story on it, but they have announced more or less in an interview. I don't know how official it is, but it is coming from one of their execs that all of their games, their exclusives, will be coming to PC within a year of release, unless they are live service games. Those will be coming day and date, apparently, or right around release. So, hey, this came out February last year, I believe it was. Not this, but Forbidden West came out in February last year. Pretty sure it was February. It was the same time as Elden Ring. So if they stick to that, then you'll probably have an opportunity to play it on PC here soon.
Sweet. Can't
Just
wait.
saying. That was that apparently
a better version of it.
Separate story. I don't have it in front of me, so I can't really speak to it much. But that is the thing. They're saying that all their exclusives will be within a year of release. They're going to be coming to PC as well. People are salty about that right now. But we're not talking about that. We are, in fact, talking about Horizon Zero Dawn, which is the first Horizon game. Forbidden West came out this past February on the PlayStation 5. Did fairly well, but it kind of got beat up a bit by another little game called Elden Ring that I don't think they were anticipating it being as much of a juggernaut as it was. But from what I hear, it's more of, if you liked Horizon Zero Dawn, you'll like Forbidden West. It's very similar, but, you know, that's not a bad thing. I have Zero Dawn I finally played just this past year because it came out on PC a while back. I finally got it. I played it on my Steam Deck, actually, quite a bit. Really enjoyed it. I haven't beat it, haven't played it in a little while, but I did enjoy what was there. It's a cool game. The game came out originally in 2017, so it's not that old. What are we looking at? 5 years? Yeah, give or take, 5 years old?
Yeah, 5 years, yeah.
Not a very old game. That's in video game world, that's not old at all. Well, if you like this game, Nick, you may have an opportunity to play it again. Because
Sweet.
Sony's Remake-a-Palooza continues with Horizon Zero Dawn. But why? Horizon Zero Dawn could be getting a significant upgrade, as a new report claims that accessibility features, graphics modes, and quality of life improvements to the gameplay itself will bring Guerrilla Games' 2017 title up to the similar standard as its 2022 sequel, Horizon Forbidden West. In the form of some type of remake, remaster kind of situation for the PS5.
Yeah.
Several of these upgrades, as a side note, can be found in the PC version of Horizon Zero Dawn that was released in 2020, by the way. According to the report, Guerrilla Games is also currently working on a Horizon multiplayer game for PS5 and PC. Sony is also expanding the series into other forms of media, and with a Horizon TV show headed to Netflix. This could be a similar situation to The Last of Us Part 1 remake, which just released, which arrived ahead of the HBO Max live-action TV series by a bit. Now, also on that note, though, when it comes to remakes and Sony's more recent remakes, and it's Remake-a-Palooza, The Last of Us Part 1 remake hasn't done as well. We don't have official numbers at the moment that I can find, but they're saying it has not done as well as Sony had hoped. Sony has said something to the effect that they are not... also, as a side note, Sony has said something to the effect that they are not greenlighting new IPs right now. Once again, I don't have that full story in front of me, but I did read that they are not... That's not their business model right now. They're not doing new IPs. They may be doing sequels and stuff, but they're more focused on pretty much what do they call it? Sure things, remakes, sequels, things of that nature. Which is kind of sad. I mean, that kind of sucks in my opinion. But hey, you do you, Sonny. You making that money? What do you think of this, Nick? You looking forward to a remake of a 2017 game? Really, a remake that is pretty much the PC version? that came out
Yeah,
last
no, you got to give this shit 10 years before you remake it. Give it 20 years. Fuck, man. I just if I want to play, I'm sorry, but like the game looks awesome even 5 years later. This whole idea of like remastering everything, like Dead Space. Dead Space is, I guess Dead Space is over 10 years old. Like, give it 10 years. Like, let us sit and stew for a little while. I don't know.
That's my issue with The Last of Us Part 1. The remake that they just released. Yeah, the game is 9 years old. Came out in 2013 when they released it with this new remake. It's 9 years old. You're like, well, I mean, that could, 10 years, decade old, a really popular game, doing like a ground up Resident Evil 2 style remake. I get that. That'd be cool. I'd be down with that. But it's been remastered 2 times since then. They act as if nothing has come out since it first came out on the PS3. No, it was remastered twice for the PS4. I think it was for the PS4, right? It had 2 remasters. They had one, or I don't know if it was a remaster. It was a PS4 version, and then they had a full-on remaster where they redid a lot of the shit and made it real pretty. I think it was in 2017 as well. And then in 2022, they come out with this new version. That's why that one in particular was like, it's too soon. You've been releasing different versions of this game. I mean, who do you think you are, Skyrim? Only Skyrim can do that. But they only released one new version of that game. They just keep releasing the fucking game, the same one. But Forbidden West just seems, I mean, not Forbidden West, Horizon Zero Dawn, I'm with you. And maybe it's because I just did play it. I just first time played it here recently. That's why it seems too soon. But 2017, that's way too... Well, you don't need a remaster. Not that soon. I mean, especially with consoles the way they are nowadays, just do an update. Just fucking do an like with Gears of War from the Xbox One to the Series X. They did just graphical improvement. They did the whole fucking update on it. So you can just download. It's free. You get like all this prettier stuff that makes the game prettier and run nicer and all that. Don't release a whole new fucking version that people have to pay for. I mean, that's the key right there. People got to pay for it, and that's what they want. I don't see why. Who's going to buy this? Because like you said, the game... Now, I played the PC version, so I don't know how much better the PC version looks than the PS4 version. But my understanding is there's an update for the PS5 for Zero Dawn. I don't know how true that is, but...
It's like Spider-Man. When Spider-Man came out for the PS4... They were like, what, a year later, PS5 version comes out. Oh, we're going to update the graphics and we're going to update Peter Parker. I'm like, the game just fucking came out. Like, why are you doing this? And it's just it's so fucking stupid. And
oh, yeah, the remaster version of that. Yeah, they changed his character model and stuff. I mean, you're just buying, it's the same game still. It's not that big of a, I mean, if you were going like from an 8-bit console to this, I get that. But no, man, these new consoles, they're cool and all. But let's be real, the games do not look that much better from last gen. Right now, at least.
It depends on the game. Like, you look at Returnal and stuff like that. There are certain games that do look better, but it's like, if you're gonna give me a remaster and then put out a shit like Thor: Love and Thunder, I just don't like stuff anymore. I just want to hide in the corner and just stare at the wall.
I don't think it had anything to do with Thor: Love and Thunder, and that's movies. But
I just felt like no, I'm kidding.
No, I get what you're saying.
No, but in all honesty, I get why they do it. Like, the Resident Evil 2 remake was like a whole completely different game, so I get it. I don't, they released a trailer for Dead Space remake the other day, and it didn't feel like a new game.
No, it looked like an up-res version, or like a pretty. It's prettier from what I saw, but I mean. But that one's at Resident Evil 10 years old, and we haven't seen anything since.
I mean, like Resident Evil 4 remake's going to be a whole different game when it comes out because how they're going to do it. But it's just like the game came out 5 years ago. Why are you doing it?
It's just the same.
I'm gonna go back to sleep here.
This game's not different. And the Last of Us one, nothing against the Last of Us. I played the PS3 version. I have the PS4 version. I recently got the remastered version. I haven't played it yet, but they are still, it's the same game. You're just, you're slightly updating the graphics. Because I look at that PS3 version I streamed a while back, and that was a damn fine looking game. That shit was beautiful. That was the PS3 version. I've seen pictures of this new one, and yes, you put them side by side, I'm like, yeah, it looks better, but it's not like, holy fuck, it's like amazingly, but like I'm blown away. It's just, yeah, it looks better, but not like I'm not gonna pay more money for it better. I mean, and that's it. There's nothing else. Actually, you took shit away from it. I'm not saying they'll do that with this one, but this is just falls into that same wheelhouse of why is this being made besides money? The quest for more money. And people, I don't know, I say people keep buying it, but from what they're saying is The Last of Us Part 1 remake is not doing all that hot, so maybe people are finally saying, no, we're not going to do this shit anymore. We'll find out. But my opinion, I think that they should just release all this. If you want to update the game's graphics, especially since it's already been done with the PC version, patch it. Just release a free fucking patch. Don't make people pay for it. They've already bought the goddamn game. Just give them a free fucking patch. I don't know if Sony knows what free is, though. I don't that doesn't fall into their vocabulary. Maybe it's like they are a Japanese company, so maybe it's like a lost in translation thing. I don't know. But so will you be getting the remaster, remake, reboot of Horizon Zero Dawn?
No, because I already have it on PC, so fuck that.
I hear you. Well, and as of right now, the details on the whole thing are kind of scarce. So, I mean, we can't say... For all I know, I'm saying all this and I'm totally wrong. Maybe it's like, oh, they redid the whole fucking game. I doubt it. I highly doubt it, especially since they said they're just going to get it up to par with the sequel, Forbidden West, which I've seen video of that, and I'm not saying it's not a good-looking game. But when I look at Horizon Zero Dawn, and then I look at Forbidden West, I'm like, there's not like a huge difference in the graphics there. Now, once again, I played the PC version, but I was playing the PC version on a Steam Deck, too. I didn't play it on my PC. I could, but I mean, I played it on a Steam Deck, so that's not going to be the most powerful hardware there. I just don't see a big, huge difference in the two. Yeah, Forbidden West looks a bit better, but it's not like, wow, mind-blowing from like PS2 to PS4 or anything. But, hey, if people want it and they're going to buy it, go for it. Let us know in the comments below, I guess, if you are interested in buying Horizon Zero Dawn updated Super Championship Edition in the future. If that's your thing, let me know. I'm not. I won't. No. I've got the PC version. Let us know in the comments below.